Hello again, everyone. Live from Millington, Tennessee, at the home of Tipton Rosemark Academy. It's Bruin basketball once again as USJ is taking on TRA this evening. I'll mention to some of you who may have been with us last night when we completed the middle school doubleheader for USJ, and we said we'll be right back in about 10 minutes with the boys varsity game. Well, guess what, folks? There was none, and that's why you didn't see us come back. We went down to get the rosters for the visiting team, which was supposed to be Natchez Trace, and we learned that a phone call had just been made to the USJ gym, and they were told that Natchez Trace was not going to come. They just decided they wouldn't show up for it, and so they said, pack everything up, and you can go on home. And so that's why we never reappeared, Alexander Bitterling and I, after we had that doubleheader last night. So for those of you who suddenly tuned in and were looking for the high school game, you didn't miss anything because it wasn't there. So tonight we will have a doubleheader, and we're about 9.5 minutes away from the start of the girls game between the USJ Bruins and the Tipton Rosemark Lady Rebels, and it should be a most interesting confrontation. Joel Ayers' team, of course, will press all game long. They'll go into the all-court pressure, and it is something that gives teams fits all over the Mid-South as they attempt to try to play this kind of game that rattles your offense and being settled. I had a chance also to speak to Coach Bryant Wilkinson, the head coach of Tipton Rosemark, before the game. He has been an assistant coach at the Division II NCAA level. He is a former player at Bethel University, and he is building a team here. And he said the one thing that he enjoys more than anything else is, he said, I like to build things. And so he is in the process of really trying to teach fundamentals to this TRA team that and he says it's still a work in progress. And he says it's going to be interesting to see how his team employs against the press that will be embarked upon by USJ virtually the entire game. Well, we have about, I'm looking at the clock here, we've got about 8 minutes to go before we actually tip this one off. And this gym is in Millington, Tennessee. It's really not on one of the main roads, but it's a very nice campus here, and we've been treated very, very fine by the good folks here as we bring you road basketball on the Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz Sports Network. And that is something that we're very proud to be a part of here, and I hope that you will go by and tell all of our fine sponsors how much you enjoy Bruin basketball here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. Well, let's go to about a 3-minute break, and then when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you and get you all set up for tonight's game as we continue here after this timeout.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag, filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B, Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Well, let me give you the starting lineups for our teams this evening. First off, for Tipton Rosemark Academy, Alexis Phillips, she is a senior guard. Maddie Watkins, a junior. Brooke Harrison, who is a junior guard. Lizzie Crow, a sophomore guard. And Zadie Rayburn, she's an 8th grader at guard. And Alice Sigler, a junior who will be going at the post. And then for Joel Ayers USJ Lady Bruins, Mia Powell, the junior guard, and Hayden Ayers. She plays both guard and forward. She is one of the best 8th graders you will ever see. Ava Barham, the junior forward. Carly Hayes, senior forward, and Stella Spencer, who will go after about every loose ball that happens here in the arena. She is just an outstanding senior guard. And we are about ready to go down to the floor for the preliminaries tonight, including the invocation and the introduction to the fans in the stands of all of our starting lineups tonight. So we are momentarily away from that. This has been a wonderful day here in the Mid-South. We have had, as opposed to where we were 2 weeks ago, we've had temperatures that have been close to the mid-60s today, and it's felt almost like early springtime. So this has been a solid day for all of us to make the trip over here to Millington for tonight's game. And now they're going to call them all over, and we will have our opening ceremonies, and then we'll tip off tonight's game. The Rebels and the Lady Bruins.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, Eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy clinic. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Sophomore, number 12, Lizzie Brooke. Number 11, Brooke Harrison.
There's Brooke Harrison.
Our senior, number 30, Alexis Phillips.
And Alexis Phillips, senior guard. And those are your starters for tonight's contest. And we are about set to tip this off between USJ and TRA. Last night we had middle school doubleheader in which USJ swept a pair from Huntingdon, the Mustangs and the Phillies. It was great fun watching these youngsters as they are learning the fundamentals of what they hope they'll be able to advance to the varsity to do. USJ in their blue and in the white with red numerals is Tipton Rosemark. And it's going to be Ava Barham to jump it for USJ and Brooke Harrison. And here we go. We're underway. You can expect an up-tempo game from the Lady Bruins tonight, playing with a lot of confidence of late. And underneath. And they're going to the corner again. That big cross-court pass, and the three is not there. This gym is very dimly lit, so it may be, and that's a foul. Charge that one to Alexis Phillips. And USJ will play it on the side. This gym is dimly lit, and so it's a little bit harder to get your dimensions when you're shooting those corner three-point shots. Most players will tell you in a darker gym, you just to be able to get your angle right is very, very difficult. And they're going cross-court twice, and just a little too much on it for Hayden Ayers. But they get the offensive rebound. Going for the big bomb. And again, it caroms off. And finally, the rebound is commanded by Alexis Phillips. And they're working around the perimeter. On the inside, a lot of height under there for Alice Sigler. but USJ comes away with it. They go to the inside, and the bank shot does not go for Ava Barham. USJ's had 5 opportunities and hasn't been able to hit so far. Now, they'll play a little bit more of a slow-tempo game because, once again, Coach Wilkinson says a lot of these young ladies are in double dribble. They're trying to learn the fundamentals of the game, and he is building a program that he hopes in time will be successful. All right, slow tempo coming down the floor. Tell you what, this young lady in the 8th grade, Hayden Ayers, and she goes for the big bomb. Yes! Hayden with a 3. Boy, can you think about what kind of player she's going to be by the time she is a senior? One of the finest varsity players, particularly somebody who's not even a freshman in high school yet. They're going to play it in the corner, right here at midcourt as you're following us. Rebels going from their left to right. And a long fly pass underneath, and they can't make that one fly. And beating everybody down the floor, the layup and the foul afterward. Carly Hayes nails the basket, and she had just flown by everybody. The foul is charged to Lizzie Crow. That is her first. So attempting the three-point play will be Carly Hayes. Got 5:26 remaining in the first quarter, and she delivers that three-point play, so it's already a 6-0 lead, and there they are with the press. They successfully navigate it with the passing, but going to the deck hard is Lizzie Crow. And the foul is charged to Ava Barham, her first. And that one goes off of the foot. And underneath, perfectly delivered. So Carly Hayes with 5 of the 8 points that USJ has already delivered, and almost a steal. And a collision, and that's going to be charged to Mia Powell. So that is the second team foul on the Lady Bruins, and checking in now is Allie Willis, and timeout is called by Coach Wilkinson. So 4:59 remaining. It's 8-0 USJ. Back after this timeout.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
So Lady Bruins dominating already 8-0 here at Tipton Rosemark Academy, and Coach Bryant Wilkinson trying to settle his Lady Rebels down. So far in the contest, 3 out of 8 from the floor for USJ for 38%, and Tipton Rosemark has missed the only 2 that they've taken. And it's going to go right back into the hands of the Lady Rebels. And Alexis Phillips is going to toss it in. Now, again, they're not going to do a lot of rotation, but he says this is the closest thing to the Princeton offense, which is a lot of movement, and traveling is called taking an extra step for Brooke Harrison. So second turnover now for the Lady Rebels, but he says that it's one of those things that he hopes as he gets through this year that they'll be able to really focus more on what they've learned in this year. Beautiful turnaround bank shot for Ava Barham. And there goes that press again. Hayden Ayers almost came away with it. It's going to go back in the other direction. And he's going largely with a half-court trap right now. But this is an intense man-to-man press. And look at that steal. And it goes off of the hands of Spencer. Boy, Stella was wide open for an easy one, but it just hit her forearm. And they're going to go for the home run, and I thought it was going to be intercepted. Let's see, it's going to go out of, no, it didn't quite. Yes, it did go out of bounds, so it goes back. Somehow, after all of that exchange, the Lady Rebels are coming away with it. There were about as many slips and slides as you might have if the ground was wet outside right now. And they slow the tempo again. They're trailing 10-0 here in the first quarter. And USJ is playing just intense defense. And they're working back around the perimeter once again. When you got a team that is in really a building process, every possession is a learning experience, and that's what you're seeing right here from the Lady Rebels. But they really just getting one basket and reaching in and being charged for the foul is Carly Hayes. She was after a steal. And checking back in is Maddie Watkins for Tipton Rosemark. And watch the one-on-one pressure by Mia Powell. She's something else. They're trying to get some screens set to get open, but they've cut off the passing lanes to get to the inside, so it's very, very difficult for these Rebels to get open. We're getting close to the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. And again, long dribble over on that side, and once again, it's Alexis Phillips. And they feed it on the backside, and it does not go for Sigler. And the jumper. That one's just, probably in that case, that was a case of the lighting giving a problem there. 4 out of 11 from the floor for the Lady Rebels. And that one was too high. Tried to get it into Allie Willis, and it was just too high for her. So goes back down to that's the third turnover of the game for Tipton Rosemark. So it goes back down to the Lady Bruins. As we say, they're playing a little bit more of an up-tempo game tonight. In our last telecast with them, they just dominated JCS 45-26. And they kick it back to the outside once again. There you go. Ayers is open. Takes the jumper, and it goes off. But they're getting good offensive rebounds. We're under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ayers thought about pumping up for a three. And they go 3 seconds is called. Just a little bit too long in the lane for Carly Hayes. So trade out some substitutions here for TRA, and here they go back into that press once again. They brought everybody up front, and it's stolen. It's a 3-on-2 situation, and the turnaround, and losing control of it. Getting to see the dribble penetration and then the three. That goes off the mark, but look at Ayers just so fast there and going right through the defenders and does not get it. The turnaround finally falls through. Ava Barham with 4 in the game now. And it's a 12-0 lead. They finally, and Hayes, look at her steal yet another one, and she may take it. And down the stretch she goes. Hayden Ayers, and timeout called by Coach Wilkinson. He's got to stop the bleeding on this. 1:12 to go, 14-0. Lady Bruins on top. Let's have a timeout.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way, peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Well, it's been all Lady Bruins so far. Hayden Ayers with 5, and she's had a couple of steals as well. Carly Hayes with 5, and Ava Barham with 4. And Tipton Rosemark is yet to put anything on the board. They've only even had 3 shots at the basket and missed those. And so far, 6 out of 14 from the floor for the Lady Bruins for 43%. And pretty well you can stack that up with any high school program. If you can shoot between 40 and 45%, you're going to be in pretty good shape at the high school level. So here we go, and here comes the press once again. And they got it all hemmed up in the corner. Strong dribble, and the foul is going to be charged to Sophie King, the freshman. That's her first. So they sub out. Checking in is Addie Thorpe. She's a sophomore guard for TRA. 66 seconds to go in the first quarter. And again, strong defensive pressure even as they get it into the forecourt. And underneath, trying to get some kind of, and just could not keep control of it. The bounce pass goes right into the hands of Spencer. That's the 4th turnover. And they go to the inside, and instinctively going for the basket was Ava Barham. No, instead, we thought there was a foul being called. Instead, they charge her with a turnover. I guess they said she took one step too many. And there you go. That's a travel. That was a little bit of indecision on the part of Addie Thorpe. She wasn't sure whether to pass off or to take off down the court dribbling, and commits a turnover. That's number 5 now for the Lady Rebels. And they work it in the corner for a big bomb 3. It is there. Sophie King nails one to make it a 17-0 lead, and a steal yet again. She's open, but I don't know whether she's going to take that 3. They're going to play it for the final shot, and Coach Ayers is calling one shot. Down to 10. He'll give a signal as to, that one, she lost control of it. Ellen Driver, they were trying to get open and maybe get a screen underneath, and it just went off of her fingertips. 6 seconds remaining, so one final opportunity. They got to hurry to save this one. The steal, and the bank is there. So Ellen Driver comes away with it right before the basket, and this is a 19-0 blowout here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with the totals and our individual scoring right after this timeout.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, to say it's all USJ is quite an understatement. They're trying to make this one about like Georgia did against TCU last night. It is just the domination, 19-0. Let me give you the scoring totals. Carly Hayes and Hayden Ayers each with 5. Ava Barham with 4. 3 for Sophie King. And 2 for Ellen Driver. And so that gives you their total of 19. And then for Tipton Rosemark, nobody scored yet. They've committed 7 turnovers. They've missed all 3 of their shots. The Lady Bruins are 8 out of 16 from the floor. So let's see how Coach Wilkinson plays it out of the quarter break. This is a school that's been very successful in softball over the years. And the steal. And trying to gain control of it is Lily Teague. They work to the corner. Big 3. Yes! Sophie King with the 3rd three-pointer of the night for the Lady Bruins, and they're now shooting over 50%. And again, another struggle. That's 9 turnovers now for the Lady Rebels. Got a lot of substitutes in. Sally is in the game, and they work the corner. They go to Sally, and then the big bomb. It is there, yet another 3. And that's Ellen Driver, and she has 5. They're 10 out of 18 from the floor, and there's all kinds of pressure here, and it is stolen. It's almost like watching a nightmare rerun for TRA. If you're a USJ fan, you're loving it. And taking it, driving it all the way down, just robbed. The iron was unkind for Sophie King. 6:41 to go, 25-0. USJ just dominating this one. And that one was a kick. And again, trying to learn those fundamentals. It can be very painful. Underneath, no foul called. They slow the tempo down once again. Got 6:10 remaining. Phillips trying to find somebody to get open, and then Watkins takes it and has it tipped. And finally putting a basket through and getting the crowd into it is Alexis Phillips. So we got a 25-2 game, and from the corner, the big pump for the 3, in and out. But they get the offensive board, and the foul is going to send Ellen Driver to the free throw line. Foul is charged to Maddie Watkins. So we go to the line for 2 for Ellen. Off the back of the iron. And checking in, triple substitutions, Brooke Harrison, Lizzie Crow, and Alice Sigler. Ellen with another one. And she connects. Lady Bruins are 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. And they almost beat them down the floor and could not connect. Watch this fast tempo. Open for the 3. Didn't get the Plinko drop. Sophie King had a good look at it. They go to the other side. And that time it doesn't fall. Tipped away, going back again to USJ. USJ's tried 23 shots from the floor and connected on 10. And underneath, the bank shot is right there. That's one of your Bank of Jackson shots for Ellen Driver. And here's a steal, and Ellen going again, and the offensive foul. She could not stop her momentum. So the two teams swap turnovers. Ava Barham getting set to check back in, as is Maddie Watkins for TRA. Timeout's called. We got 5:07 remaining in the second quarter. It is USJ 28 and TRA 2. Back with more after this timeout.
can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
So far, Ellen Driver is the leader for the Lady Bruins with 8. And you've got 5 different Lady Bruins who have connected on the scoreboard tonight. Alexis Phillips is the only one who has scored. She has the 1 basket for the Lady Rebels. They thought about going 3, but just no way they could challenge this. And it looks like they may be actually playing a little bit of a 2-3 zone now. And that's one way you break it up. They cut off the passing lanes. 13th turnover for Tipton Rosemark. And they go inside. Left-hand layup on the curl for Demise Ali. 30-2. I know it's early, folks, but I got to tell you, this one's in the books. The only question is what the final is going to be, and that one just goes off the mark. They do get the offensive rebound. And they work that perimeter again. Trying to go to the inside and double teaming that ball. And you know how quickly they're going to do it. That 3 goes astray, and Lily Teague comes down with a rebound. And quickly down for a 3. And connecting on it is Mia Spellings. It has been a nightmare. The script written by the Lady Bruins tonight. Tipped away. Turnover number 15. And again, that left-hand corner has been so strong for the Lady Bruins. Tipped out of bounds, and it goes back into the direction of Tipton Rosemark. And they're going to back off on the press. Up 33-2. They're going to conserve everybody that they possibly can. And big 3. Just short. And here they go with that speed, dynamite speed, and the turn, stop and pop for Lily Teague, her first basket. 35-2. We still got 3 minutes remaining in the first half. And stolen again on the inside. They've had so much difficulty getting it into the paint. Now watch how they, again, everybody looking for the open player. And Ava is going to go to the line for 2. And the foul is charged to Lizzie Crow. That is her second. Ava gets it right down the heart. She has 5 in the game, 36-2. You are not seeing an incorrect score, folks. That is exactly what it is. And Ava gets the friendly roll. So Miss Barham is now with 6 in the contest. Lots of time remaining here in this second quarter, and here's a steal. Ava kicks it on the outside, big 3, no, air ball. So they slow it back up, and again, and here goes another steal. Let's see if Ava takes it all the way, and she does, and down the stretch she goes. Off the turnover. And this is just what you call, it is one of those games that you wish they had a mercy rule in basketball. 3 is off the mark, and the rebound to Lily Teague. And to the inside, just overshooting it, but Ava gets the follow. She is in double figures now with 10, and it's 41-2. And they take it very, very slowly. And they are double teaming on the inside. This is relentless defensive pressure. And they're not even putting on a really close guarding situation now. Underneath, getting the bank shot on the inside is Alexis Phillips. She has the only 2 baskets for TRA, and we're down to the 1-minute mark. It's 41-4. USJ scored 25 here in this second quarter of play. And getting through the defenders and the foul, and that is going to send Mia Spellings to the free throw line. And the foul is charged to Alice Sigler. Right through the middle. Substitutions coming in for both teams. Ellen Drivers checking back in for the Lady Bruins. Gets them both. So Mia now with 5 in the game. And the jumper is off the mark. This is just such a quick-tempo USJ team, and they put all kinds of really speed pressure on everybody, getting it down, and was just absolutely robbed of that layup opportunity. They've put up 33 shots in this first half to only 9, and that one looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but perhaps playing for the final opportunity of this half. And inside, every time they go inside, they're picked up in double team, and that one's way off the mark. Almost got the rim in, though. And that is your first half, and it has been just a doozy for USJ. 43-4, they lead against Tipton Rosemark. And you look at the scoring right now, and I'll give you some of those totals. Alexis Phillips has the only 2 baskets for the Lady Rebels, and so she has their 4 points. For USJ, it's widely distributed. In fact, you have 8 different players who have scored. Ava Barham with 10. She's the game leader. Ellen Driver has 7. 6 for Sophie King, 5 for Hayden Ayers, 5 for Mia Spellings, 5 for Carly Hayes, and a couple each for Lily Teague and Demise Ali. So there you go. We have a just dominant USJ team tonight, 43-4, and we'll take an extended 4-minute break. And when we come back, we'll have all of the details to get you set up for the second half of play. So let's take this time out.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all pre-arranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, Me and my dreams. Run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
And back we are here at Tipton Rosemark Academy in Millington, Tennessee, as I'm going to get my earpiece back right where it's supposed to be. It was 19-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then 43-4 is our halftime score. And we'll be curious. We're about 5.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're curious as to whether they're going to actually perhaps do a running clock in the second half of this one because of the margin that USJ is leading by. Turnovers in the game, 19 of them by Tipton Rosemark, and that has led to 25 of the 43 points for USJ. And let me try to tally up some totals here as far as shooting from the floor. USJ is 16 out of 33 for 48%. And Tipton Rosemark is 2 out of 10 for 20. And as we mentioned, turnovers, they have committed 19 to only 3 for the Lady Bruins. Nobody is in any serious foul trouble. Lizzie Crow has a couple for the Lady Rebels, but that's really not consequential because of the margin in this game so far. And as we told you before the break, 8 different Lady Bruins have scored in this game, and they even began to back off of the press toward the tail end of the half. And so we'll watch and see what happens in the second half as these two teams come back to the floor. Free throw shooting, there hasn't been any for Tipton Rosemark, but for USJ, and I'm trying to update my totals real quickly here, they are 6 out of 9 for 67%. So we got about a little less than 4 minutes remaining until we bring it back. So let's take another 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with the second half of tonight's game after this timeout.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag, filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
We encourage you to go by and tell all of our fine sponsors that you appreciate them supporting Bruin basketball here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, powered by Worthy Road Studios. They are such great community servants, and they believe in these young people who work so hard, as well as being students in their practices every day. And I have seen these USJ Lady Bruins go through intense workouts to develop this press that they have. And trust me, it's like an extra class in and of itself. But our sponsors have been just a delight because of the support that they bring into this program. And let me also remind you, we will have the boys' game coming up in about 10 minutes after the conclusion of this game. And I don't know if last night, I don't know if the TSSAA would declare that a forfeit victory for the Bruins when the visiting team called and said, we're not coming. I don't know what the ruling is on that. Usually there is a forfeit if you just say we're not going to attend and we're not going to take the floor against you. So I'll have to find out about that. Because we were all set to go and we were ready to get this get that boys game going, the high school game after the middle school doubleheader, and all of a sudden, no game. But we will have one tonight. Hayden Ayers is getting set to toss it in. And we'll be able to tell you real quickly if they're going to keep a running clock going even if the ball goes out of bounds. On the inside, the turnaround jumper falls through for Ava Barham. She's had herself a great night tonight with 12. Slow tempo once again. But Coach Wilkinson told me, he said, the key is just to be able to see marked improvement, trying to develop their fundamentals. And he recognizes this team is not going to be extraordinarily competitive, but he said he hopes by the end of the season they will have learned enough so that they can get to that point. She's got to hurry. And Coach Wilkinson had to call a timeout because they were in danger of getting a 5-second clock violation. Let's take a break. 7:26 to go. Lady Bruins on top, 45-4. Back after this timeout.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Steve Beverly back with you live at Tipton Rosemark Academy, where this has just been all USJ, 45-4 at halftime. It was 43-4. And that one is off the mark, and we're going to give it back to USJ. So we got a lot of Lady Bruins who have had an opportunity to get some game action tonight. And again, taking it very slowly and going to the inside. That was good defense in which they just literally triangulated. And Ava, that's what you call concentration completely, as she delivered on that second follow shot. And the only thing that remains to be seen here is how much the final score is going to be. Beautiful three-point shot, and that one certainly delights the crowd with Lizzie Crow connecting. 47-7. Let's see if they try for an answer shot or just try to work it to the inside. And they kick it out for Spencer's three. Just rimmed off. But Ava's got it, turns, curls, and hits. So Ava with 16 points now. And you can hear Coach Ayers in the background coaching Ava on her defensive situation. Bank shot goes nowhere, and Spencer the rebound, and look at her with that great speed she has. They kick it around the perimeter again. And going down hard. Foul is called on Alexis Phillips. That's her second. And you got 3 substitutions coming in. Allie Willis is checking in, as well as Maddie Watkins. Look at that height she has only in the 8th grade. 3-pointer. Back about a 22-footer there for Carly Hayes. 52-7. You have read it right, folks. And to the inside, nowhere to go against this zone pressure. Watch how they collapse, particularly. They'll get 3 on the inside, and it makes it so difficult to get that ball down deep, and goes right into the hands of Spencer once again, and look at that speed. She goes for that long overhead cross-court pass, and she's so solid with that. Lady Rebels come down with a rebound. Coach Wilkinson said, I'm a very patient guy because I know these young ladies needed a coach, and so he's trying to do everything he can to make sure they have the opportunity to understand that they are building something that will eventually pay off. He's got a lot of players on his roster, and that's another thing that helps, and that's a positive sign. Under 5 minutes to go. And that one's short. Just a little bit of indecision on that shot by Addie Thorpe. Look at Spencer. I thought she was going to take it all the way. And they go to the inside. And Ava doesn't get it, but she'll go to the line for 2. Now already with 16 points in the game. And she connects. So far, she is 3 for 3 from the line tonight. And short. And once again to the boards. You talk about a guard that can give you rebounds on that. That is huge. That one just went astray, a bit of an air ball. And crashing down hard to the floor. And that is going to be charged to Ava Barham. That's only her second. Again, they're taking it very, very deliberately. Coach knows they're not going to make a dramatic comeback, but he's just watching every possession to be sure that they understand how they are looking for improvement. And for Barham, that is her 3rd foul. And that's going to send Demise Ali into the contest. Boy, Spencer almost got up and grabbed another steal. 4 minutes remaining. And here you go. There you go, down. I was almost down the stretch. Mia Powell had it knocked away at the very last second. Good defense by Alexis Phillips. She timed her move properly. Checking back in, Brooke Harrison and Lainey Mills for Tipton Rosemark. And USJ plays it underneath. That height advantage that you see all around the corner for Hayden is just something else. Well, they cough it up. And underneath, they can't deliver. They gave it the best opportunity they had. And look at this, 3-on-1. Hayden with the 3. No, just off the mark. But they get the Additional opportunity. Hayden tries it again. And once again, a rebound by Spencer. She's already given them 6 rebounds tonight. This team does not fear cross-court passes. Can she? Yes, that's the Plinko drop for Hayden Ayers. 55-7, just over 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Again, taking her time. That was almost stolen with a high jump, and it just goes right through the hands of Lainey Mills. That's the 21st turnover of the game. And you got a huge exchange of players this time. And let's see how Coach Ayers plays it. They're just largely playing man-to-man, and here's a steal. Now, the big thing for them is just being cautious with it. And the rebound comes off to Salih. Big three. Just went a little bit too far right. And here comes Alexis Phillips with it. It's been a 12-3 run in this quarter for the Lady Bruins. And they're largely just staying man-to-man right now. And that one, again, for the second time in a row, goes through the hands of Lainey Mills. All right, slow tempo on the dribble. Lily Teague's over here on the right wing and goes for the three. Just a little bit too much on it. So they take their time. And look at that double teaming, particularly right at the top of the key. It makes it so difficult to get your passing lanes clear. Big three. Nope. And it's a great job trying to save it, and we got a jump ball. An alternate possession will go to USJ. Excellent job of crashing after that, and Ellen Driver stayed on top of it. So once again, this tempo is slowed up a bit more. Mia Spellings is in there. And they go for the three from the corner. Yes! Right through the heart. So Ellen Driver is now in double figures with 11. And we're under a minute. Third quarter. And they're going to call a reach-in foul on Lily Teague. She's another one of these just really enthusiastic 8th graders for this USJ varsity team. And right through it. And look at this. It's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. Going to try to take it all the way. And it goes through and down. Let's see. Did he wipe it off? Yeah. He says offensive foul. That's the second foul on Lily. She had the range to go in there and make it a coast-to-coast, but unfortunately her defender had position. And here they go again. They go to the inside this time. And Coach Ayers is saying try to hold it for one shot. That cross-court pass, and this team has no fear of that whatsoever. They remind me a lot of the Union Lady Bulldogs when they're tossing it around from both wings. Now they got to hurry. And they go for the three off the screen, and it is there for Ellen Driver. 2 straight threes, and we're done with 3 quarters, and it is 61-7. It was an 18-3 quarter for the Lady Bruins, and that gives Ellen Driver 14 on the night. And so we got 8 more minutes to go. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter.
serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Lady Bruins 23 of 47 from the floor for 48%. They've only made 6 turnovers in the game tonight. Tipton Rosemark 23 of them, and that has led to 34 points for the Lady Bruins as part of their 54-point lead. 17 points for Ava Barham, she's the game leader, and 14 for Ellen Driver after those last 2 3-pointers that she had on consecutive possessions. So it has been a big offensive night for the Lady Bruins, and the final alternate possession as we start the fourth quarter is going to Tipton Rosemark. And the big 3 goes off the mark, and they try to save it. It was a desperation shot at it. She gave it the best she had, and it goes astray. For Tipton Rosemark, they are 3 of 17 from the floor. And that is 18% on the night. They thought about the bomb 3, and Ellen Driver was open for it. Turn around, had good position on it, and the iron was unkind, and Ellen's going to save it. And a big push 3. Yes! This team has really been connecting on threes tonight. 64-7. And I'm going to try to tally my numbers here in just a minute. Try not to miss any of the action. That is the 9th three-pointer of the evening. And how about another one? This time it is Spencer. So Stella with her first basket of the game. They again stay around the perimeter because they're just double teaming the ball. There's almost nowhere to go for Jayla Kent. And they say just a little bit too aggressive, and so Sophie King is charged with her second foul. 6:17 to go. And Coach Ayers is redirecting his defense. And they're going more into a strict man-to-man. They've done some zone tonight that has really created issues for Tipton Rosemark. They give you a lot of looks out there. They back off just a bit. And again, long dribble over in the far right-hand corner. It's just been hard to get dribble penetration for this team tonight on the inside because there's just too much defensively that USJ does that messes up your game plan. 5:20 to go. They've held on to the ball about 55 seconds in this possession, and there's a steal. And I think it's going to be all the way down the stretch she goes and nails it. So there you go, another coast-to-coast for Sophie King. Under 5, 69-7. It was 19-0 at the end of the first quarter, and yet another turnover. And you got a jump ball called, and so the alternate possession is going back to the Lady Bruins. Checking back in for Tipton Rosemark is Allie Willis, the sophomore. And Coach Wilkinson told me he's not in any way going to try any kind of all-court press because he said this team's not ready for that yet. He said they got to get their fundamentals down on their conventional defense. And it was a great screen, but the foul is going to be charged to Jayla Kent. They had a perfect screen underneath, and Kent just swatted it away, but she committed a foul, and that's going to send Salih to the free throw line for a couple. It's been a good night, 7 of 11 from the free throw line. That one goes astray. They were 64% up until that point. DeMee had 2 points in the first half and connects on the second of her two. 70-7. They outscored Georgia last night in the national championship game. And again, working way back in the forecourt. And that's almost a travel. They didn't call it, but they're going to give her a couple of shots at the free throw line. Foul is charged to Sophie King. That's her third. And I think Coach Wilkinson knows he's got a grin on his face. I think he knows they got away with one there. Little left-hand push, and Jayla was just robbed of that one. "26 turnovers tonight, but he knows that's what it's all about and trying to teach these young ladies who are a very inexperienced squad. And again, they're double-teaming the ball now. Picking up some hints from this USJ team and their defense, going for the big bomb three, and it's just a bit short for Ellen Driver. They scramble for it. We're going to have a scrum, and the alternate possession will go into the hands of TRA. And checking in, Mia Spellings is back in. No, that's not Mia. That is Zoe Rayburn checking in. She is a sophomore guard. She's got a younger sister, Zadie, who's also part of this TRA team. And that one went up to the crowd and into the crowd. That was just one trying to get rid of it and sailed it up, and it went up behind the bench into the lower deck of the side that we're on here as we're calling the game. And getting down to the final minute and a half. And as we said really in the first quarter, it's only a case of how far they're going to carry this one. And they go to the inside, and it was blocked. So Kent gets the block against Salih. But they've worked about another 18 seconds off the clock. And yes, they are doing a running clock here in the final quarter. That one goes off the mark, but they get the offensive rebound. And taking it all the way down, and the layup is there for Sophie King, and she is in double figures with 10. So it's down to the final 45 seconds. Here's a steal. And let's see, now she was open, so she takes the three, and it's just off the mark, but they get the high follow, and it's there. So it's 74-7, and it's been another long, long night for this Trinity Rosemark team. But again, they're learning from all of this, and there's yet another turnover. And let's see, and he's saying don't put up another shot. It's down to the last 10. Let's not make this any worse than it is. And so they're just going to skate out the game time, and your final score is USJ 74 and Tipton Rosemark 7. It was 13-0 in the final quarter. Well, let me give you the scoring totals on this one. It was Ava Barham with 17. She was your game leader. Ellen Driver, she came forward with a couple of three-pointers in the second half. She had 14. And then a strong fourth quarter that we had for Sophie King. She ended up with 12. Carly Hayes delivered 8 in the game. Stella Spencer had a three-pointer. Demi Salih, she ended up with 3. Hayden Ayers with 7, and 5 for Lily Teague, 5 for Mia Spelling. So you had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different Lady Bruins who scored in this one as they dominated across the board. For Tipton Rosemark, 4 points all in the first half for Alexis Phillips and 3 for Lizzie Crow. And in shooting, I'm going to try to do my math here right here because we don't have computer stats in high school basketball, so I'm going to do the best I can to do a quick scan of these. 30 field goals in the game for USJ, and that was out of 55 attempts. So 30 of 55 as they shot 53% from the floor. They just had a solid evening across the board. And from the free throw line, the Lady Bruins were 7 of 11 for 64%. So it was just a total team effort against a team that is, as we say, extraordinarily inexperienced, but they dominated from the get-go, 19-0. It was 43-4 at halftime, and your final 74-7 as the Lady Bruins add another victory on their ledger for the season. And they forced on the night 29 turnovers on Tipton Rosemark that led to 42 points out of their 74 that they had. The Lady Bruins only gave it up 6 times during the game, and that led to no points. So I think Coach Ayers has to be extraordinarily happy about this. So we're about 24 minutes away from the start of the boys' doubleheader end of that one. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take an extended break. I'm going to get my rosters for the men's game, and then we'll come back with about maybe 4 minutes before the start of that men's game, and we'll have you all the action between USJ and TRA. Good one for the Lady Bruins tonight. So we'll be back here in about 20 minutes, but watch these messages, especially for you.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all pre-arranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson. Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
Tired of being seen and not heard? At Lifestyle Vision, we believe in patient-centered quality eye care for West Tennessee, which is why we are locally owned and operated. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Count on Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
And the teams are winding up their warm-ups, and it's about time to go between USJ and Tipton Rosemark Academy. And starting off tonight for TRA, Luke Grigsby, Nix Fullen, Eli Ramsey, Dylan Butler, and Sam Cannon. And for the Bruins, it's the usual brain trust, Wallace Driver, Brady Smith, Mills Terry, Owen Stonecipher, and Raleigh Seals. And here we go in the red tonight. That's Wallace, followed by Brady and Mills. He'll be all over every loose ball in the house. Owen Stonecipher and Raleigh Seals. Raleigh's always got a big smile on his face for Coach Jeff Jones' Bruins. And here's Grigsby. Kurt Pouvion is the head coach of the Rebels. Nix Fullen, one of the guards, Eli Ramsey, and Dylan Butler. Now that's Eli Ramsey wearing 23. They didn't do him in numerical order. And Sam Cannon. And we are about set to go. And we got a much larger turnout, including student body, than we had for the girls' game, in which it was just, shall we say, a whirlwind for USJ, 74-7 over the inexperienced Tipton Rosemark team. So stay with us throughout the evening, and we hope to have you a good one here. The Bruins were supposed to play last night, as we mentioned to you during the girls' game, and it was supposed to be against Natchez Trace, and all of a sudden we had finished the 2 middle school games, and we were told, well, you can go ahead and pack up and go home because they're not coming. They called shortly before the game was to tip off and said, we're not going to come. So I presume that the TSSAA will call that a forfeit. So put another victory in USJ's ledger for the season. And let the games begin, and it's the Rebels gaining the tip. This one promises to be a lot more competitive than what we saw in the previous game of our doubleheader. Steve Beverly bringing you all the action from Millington, Tennessee, on the home of Tipton Rosemark. About 7.5 to go. Bank shot goes off the mark, and the rebound comes off to Wallace Driver. Friday night when we were last with you, it was a struggle against a Jackson Christian team as USJ lost 40-36, had a number of opportunities, particularly in the first half, to get a lead in that contest, but they just struggled to get any momentum being ahead. That one was forced. Follow is not there, and the rebound comes off to Eli Ramsey. And he's going to take it right in the paint and lose it. So there's your first turnover of the contest. And they're going to call Brady Smith for taking a step before he went in for a shot. And he had a good look at the basket. So each team with an early turnover, 6:40 to go. And almost stolen. He went finally into the stands. Brady Smith was all over it, but it's going to go back to the Rebels. But give a check mark to him for trying to fight for that loose ball. This is Grigsby. This is a very crisp passing team. They'll give you a lot of fits in the paint. Ramsey tries to use a height advantage whenever he can. And on the inside, good defensive pressure to pick him up because Fullen wanted to go in for one underneath. Knocked away. Turnover number 2. And quick pass down the floor, and they're going to give it back to the Bruins. So Wallace Driver will toss it in. Still no score. Big bomb 3. Yes! Brady Smith with the first basket of the game. The Bruins on top 3-0. Look at the battle going on between Driver and Grigsby. And that's going to go all night. Double teaming the ball underneath, and that forced that overshoot. And tremendous fight for the rebound comes off in the hands of Driver. Good defense so far. Going for the 3 from the corner. And as we talked about during the girls' game, it is sometimes very, very difficult from those side three-point opportunities because of the fact you're adjusting to a very low-lit gym. Now let's see what kind of rotation we've got in this USJ offense, particularly on the wings. Driver's going to work against Grigsby. And beautiful feed underneath, wide open to Raleigh Seals. It's a 5-0 game. He was patient, waited for the right moment, and got it inside to Seals. And blocked, but they're going to call a foul with the body on Brady Smith. So that'll send Ramsey to the free throw lines for 2. This is a nice facility here at Tipton Rosemark. And he navigates the first one. Free throw shooting could be a big key in this one, and we got substitutions checking in. Waylon Pickett is number 14, and 22 is Demetric Words. He has a brother on this team, Kingston Words. Getting both of those free throws is Ramsey to get the Rebels on the board. And Waylon Pickett, I think, thought it was his turn to toss it in, but he's not going to get that one. Bruins on the attack. Got a good turnout of folks who have come over from Jackson for this. It's about an hour and 10-minute drive from the hub city. Deep underneath, but the fall-away bank shot just would not fall for Davis Sane. He had a nice turnaround on that, but it just wouldn't drop. And we're about halfway through this first 8 minutes of action. And again, with 3 players on him, but getting the follow and dropping it through is Eli Ramsey. His concentration stayed steady. Taking the slow dribble this time is Mills Terry. They work for the patient shot. Now watch him spread out. It's almost like a 1-2-2 offense the way USJ is aligning. 3:30 to go. And right between 3 defenders, nice soft floater for Brady Smith. He's got 5 of USJ's 7 points. Getting set to check in now is Wen Crook. And a steal. 3rd turnover of the evening for the Rebels. And they'll take some time trying to get a screen. It looked as though that Stonecipher might be open, but instead the turnaround is there for Davis Sane for his first basket, and it comes off the turnover. USJ 4 out of 8 from the floor so far for 50%. That usually will get you winning totals. And nice drive by Luke Grigsby with the high floating layup, and 2:37 remaining. We got timeout. It's USJ 9 and TRA 6.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
So USJ holding steady to a 3-point lead. It's been between 3 and 5 since we started. Brady Smith with 5 points, and Sane and Seals delivering 2 each. And for Tipton Rosemark, 4 for Eli Ramsey and 2 for Luke Grigsby. And back on the attack, the Bruins looking for an opening. They've been able to penetrate the paint fairly well against this man-to-man defense. Getting down close to the 2-minute mark. Again, a lot of movement on the wings from this Bruin team. Beautiful job and a nice high arm extension by Mills Terry to deliver that one. 11-6. And they kick it to the side. Let's see who that's going to be on. He went right inside of 3 defenders and going to the deck hard. And we got double substitutions coming in for the Rebels. And they're going to have to go, and that one could be stolen, and it is. They just went way too far back on that pass. And the kick underneath, that's going to draw a foul and send Wynn Crook to the free throw line. Foul is charged to Demetric Words. Wynn with 2 opportunities right here, and you want to be able to nail them tonight, and he does on the first one. Anytime you're on the road, one of the big keys is being able to nail free throws. It is at home too, but particularly because you're in really strange circumstances. You're not on your home floor, and you're adjusting also to a lighting issue here that makes side shooting very, very difficult because it's tough to judge the distance and the angles. And so you want to get as many as you can from the free throw line. 13-6 with 1:50 to go in the first quarter. I like a lot of the movement on defense that I'm seeing from the Bruins, but over a couple of defenders, he just got it up high, and Demetric Words with his first basket. Back to the 5-point margin, but the Bruins have led it from the outset. They're thinking about going to the perimeter. They've run about 25 seconds off the clock on this possession. Big three. Nope. Iron unkind, but they get the offensive rebound. Bruins 5 for 10 from the floor for 50%. Good rotation on offense. They're trying to sneak and get possibly somebody open underneath. Instead, it's about a 10-foot jumper. And it just will not fall for Wynn Crook. And from the top of the key, in and out. Words thought he had it. Bruins play it for the final shot of the quarter as Coach Jones looks on. And they spread them out almost like a Dean Smith 4 corners. And they're going to wait for that open shot. And now Coach Jones is waving them to go deep. 7 seconds left. They got to hurry. And they put up the three. Nope. He's got time, but he didn't know how much time he left, or I should say how little time he had left off that offensive rebound. So we've completed 8 minutes. And it's been an interesting one so far as the Bruins come away with the lead 13-8. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Steve Beverly with you live here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, powered by Worthy Road Studios, and our executive producer, Paul Schultze, who is manning our camera tonight. And he is doing an excellent job, I might add. And here in Millington, Tennessee, the Bruins are on top 13-8. And after that, what you would call a grinder of a game last Friday night against Jackson Christian, they're attempting to get back on the winning side of the board. Harder to do it on the road, but this team is tested well. USJ girls winning 74-7. That is the correct score. And again from the side, and they're double teaming against Wallace Driver. Now watch them both go up there and pick him up, but he had just a split second. He didn't get it to fall. Bruins have missed their last 3 opportunities down the floor. The Rebels taking their time and going to the inside. And that fall away does not fall in. So the rebound comes off to Brady Smith. Now, Brady can pull up and take that three at any given moment, but this team likes to take some time off the clock, get a lot of movement and ball movement in particular. Coach Smith, very intense expression on his face. I should say Coach Jones, pardon me. Tipped away, and it's going back to the Bruins. Jeff Jones has had this team very well prepared for this matchup against the Rebels. Some of these guys have played against each other for more than tonight. They've seen each other 2 and 3 years. That one just a little bit too strong and not able to save it was Mills Terry. Bruins have fallen back now to 5 out of 14 from the floor. That's under 40%. But they've done an excellent job defensively against the Rebels. A lot of dribble penetration, and that goes astray, and they say it went last off of the knee of Mills Terry, so it's still going to go back to the Rebels, and they're going to get a couple of substitutions in. Smaller guys coming in, Walt McIntosh at number 2, and Cooper Curtis, number 12. So a little bit smaller lineup now for the Rebels. But this young guy is a strong ball handler, as you can see right there. It's tipped away, and it's going back. Yep. So Rebels still with a reprieve with 6:05 remaining. And Coach Pouvion yelling instructions to his offense. And again, the defense is really playing intense for the Bruins. And there he goes between the two defenders. That's what you call splitting the defenders. And Eli Ramsey, their leading scorer, with 6. They're shooting 4 out of 10 from the floor for 40%. We got a 3-point game. Bruins trying to get their first basket of this second quarter. And going for the big one. Yes, sir! Brady Smith with his second 3 of the contest, and that is now the largest lead for the Bruins at 16-10. Again, it's a lot of good ball movement on the part of this Tipton Rosemark team. And the answer shot from the corner for Ramsey. He's been their offense tonight. He's got 9 of their 13 points. And trying another 3. Yes! Brady Smith is red hot. 6-point lead once again. The last 3 possessions between these two teams have been from long distance. Going right into a brick wall, and nothing was there. Bruins a chance to get their largest lead of the contest. Smith already has 11 points for the Bruins. He's taking his time looking for an open cutter to the basket. And there you go. Bruins were lucky to save it that time. Underneath, he took the dribble and still managed to get it. Stonecipher with his first basket of the game. And that is now the biggest lead for the Bruins at 8. And they go back way beyond the key. And from the corner, that one was pushed too hard. You could almost tell it the minute it left his fingertips, but it is off of the hands of Brady Smith with 3:32 remaining. And Coach Pouvion again with multiple substitutions. He's got Waylon Pickett, Sam Cannon, who was a starter, and Nick Fullen, another starter, who are back in. And he also brings in another of his starters, Luke Grigsby. So most of the starting lineup is there, joined by Waylon Pickett. Under 3.5 to go. Big bomb is off the mark for Ramsey, who has delivered 1 3-pointer tonight, and the foul is charged to Waylon Pickett. That's only the second foul of the evening on the Rebels. Hasn't been a lot of it. They've been letting them play in this game. We haven't seen a lot of quick whistles, and it's been largely, give them the opportunity to get out there and see what they can do without the game action being slowed down too much by the officials. And we're getting close to 3 minutes to go in the first half. We're live from Tipton Rosemark Academy on this Tuesday night in West Tennessee. Hook shot is there. Beautifully navigated for Davis Sane. He had a height advantage and took advantage of it. And trying to answer that, it's not there for Eli Ramsey, and so it was Sane who came down with it and open for the 3. Yes, sir! Once again, it is Wallace Driver, and timeout called by the Rebels. They are down 13, and Coach Pouvion says, I've seen enough. 2:32 remaining. Rebels trailing the Bruins 26-13.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
King Jewelers, another one of our fine sponsors of Bruin basketball. We thank all of our sponsors, and we encourage you to either send an email to them or, better yet, drop by in person and tell them how much you appreciate their support of Bruin basketball. They are the lifeblood of these telecasts, and we at Worthy Road Studios are so delighted to be able to bring them to you. I've been calling basketball on radio originally and then television for 54 years, and I never get tired of it. And I started off as a high school caller and then became a college basketball announcer for the last year that there was a freshman team at the University of Georgia back in 1975-76. And then for 28 years as the voice on TV of Union University basketball. And I'm pleased to be calling USJ this year. It's a great, great treat for me. And again, Rebels with 2 minutes to go, and that one was short on that three-point opportunity. And the Rebels been playing just really difficult against this strong defense. That was a strong 3, and nice job by Stonecipher on the offensive board. Less than 2, and the jumper off the mark. Here come the Rebels down 13. They weren't able to capitalize off the timeout. Let's see what they do here. They're going to see if Grigsby can create for them. And again, off the screen, and Grigsby thought about going inside, but he suddenly was picked up by 2 Bruins. And off the foot. And that's going to be a jump ball. Alternate possession will go back to the Rebels. He looked like he had an opening there, and Cannon, it appeared, was going to try to go inside, and it went off his foot. He was tied up, so that broke the momentum. Checking back in is Demetric Words. So let's see how Coach Pouvion plays it this time. And they go to the middle and the inside, and the friendly bounce for Demetric Words. 26-15. Ramsey still the leader with 9 for the Rebels. A lot of intense movement on this team. Just missed that three. Sane had a good look at it, but again, with this dimly lit gym, it is hard to be able to, and that's going to be a foul. It is very difficult to navigate those side three-point shots. That's the second foul on Brady Smith, and that will send Demetric Words to the free throw line. They've only been there twice tonight and hit them both, and he could not get the first one to fall. So checking in is Abe Stonecipher for the Rebels. For the Bruins, I should say. And Words, 1 of 2. Oh, I tell you what, trying to sneak up very quick was Grigsby, hoping to possibly snatch one away. It didn't work. Down to the final 30 seconds of the first half. Bruins by 10. They led by 5 at the end of the first quarter. Somebody's going to have to come help him out, and they do. They're going to try to work it for that last shot unless they get an early, really good look at it. Down to 10. The crowd's counting it down. He's going to have to get rid of that one. Fall away shot. Doesn't go. Tipped in. Now, will they give it to him? And the Rebels are saying no. And the official said yes. And I got to tell you, it looked as though just a split second before that one dropped, it was going in, and it did. That was a beautiful tip-in. So we are at 28-16. The Bruins extend their lead to 12. It was a 15-8 quarter, and I know the Rebels didn't like that, but it looked to be a good call for us because just as that thing went to 0, he had already touched it, and it went up into the basket for the tip-in.
Van Drive, Jackson.
So let's run down your scoring. Brady Smith is the leader for USJ with already 11 points. He's got 3 3-pointers, and then everything else is just distributed by 6 different
Thompson
Bruins. You got a lot of
the
2s,
area's
3s. Davis
independent
Sane has
insurance
4.
brokerage, has been serving
And
families
for the
and
Rebels,
businesses in the region through its founding company
it
since
was
1927.
Eli Ramsey
their many
with
insurance
9. He
company
had
partners,
7 of his
Thompson
in
and
the
Smith
first
provides
quarter.
insurance products for family,
Demetric
home and
Words
auto,
with 5 and Luke
retailers,
Grigsby with
restaurants,
2.
manufacturers, medical
So
and
that
dental
takes us
clinics,
to
as
our
well as any
halftime
other
break.
business or organization seeking quality coverage,
And
risk
the-
management expertise, and customer
Tell you what, this has
service.
been a really
Call them
solid
today to
performance
discuss your
across the
insurance
board on the
needs.
part of the Bruins. We're going to take an extended break, and we're going to come back with about 2 minutes left on the clock before we start the second half, and we will give you some of the totals and all of the stats. So let's take this time out, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive and Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive and Drive, Jackson.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all pre-arranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Garrett Plumbing and Heating, another one of our outstanding sponsors for Bruin basketball. Let me give you the key stats here. The Bruins 11 of 22 from the floor for 50%. They've only made one turnover in the game. They've really done a great job of handling the basketball. 2 for 2 from the free throw line for 100%. For the Rebels, 6 out of 16 for 37.5%. 3 out of 4 from the free throw line for 75. They've only made 3 turnovers, so this has been a pretty clean game all the way across. Not a lot of unforced errors that we have seen. So turnovers have not been a big factor, and if the Bruins can keep that percentage between 40 and 50% and not make a lot of mistakes, it looks really, really good for them, up 12 as we start this third quarter. Tell you what, going to the deck hard was Davis Sane. Picked himself back up very quickly. They've taken about 30 seconds on this first possession of the half. And they're doing everything they can to wear out the Rebels defensively. From the corner, that one just caromed off, and Sane with an outstanding rebound. And they're going to get a third opportunity at it. And the jumper, just a little bit too much for Davis Sane, and so here come the Rebels. Now let's see if they've made any adjustments at halftime. They were in the locker room till about 2.5 left. Big three is just too much on it for Kingston Words. Bruins again. Well, they were fortunate to get that, and nobody was challenging on the outside. Wallace Driver. And that's your first basket of the second half, and Bruins' biggest lead now, 31-15, but they left Eli Ramsey all alone, so the lead's back to 13. They're going in the corner again. Same thing, and it just goes off the mark, and the rebound comes off to Demetric Words, and they steal it right back. And they'll play it on the side. The foul is charged to Kingston Words. That's his first. So the Bruins again taking their time, about 30 to 40 seconds in each possession, trying to see if they can physically wear out the defensive efforts on the part of the Rebels, and a quick reach-in foul is called on Words, who wasn't real crazy about the call. So he's picked up 2 quick fouls here in the second half. It's often said in college basketball, the first team to 70 wins. If you look at it in high school basketball, if you get that high, the first team to 50 usually wins, unless it's, say, a 1 to 2 point margin and time left on the clock. Getting set to bring back in Demetric Words for the Rebels. Bruins have taken another 30 seconds off the clock in this possession. And a push foul, and that one's going to be charged to Sam Cannon, his first. And that's already 3 team fouls in the first minute and a half. on the Rebels. So the Bruins just perfectly content. Now they're going to go up for one, and a beautiful move by Brady Smith with that fall away to make it a 33-18 lead. And underneath, getting beaten down the floor. And that was a quick one for Nick Fullen for his first basket of the game. And they're going into a bit of a press to see if they can rattle USJ a bit. Something tells me that's not going to probably work. They managed to get it across midcourt in plenty of time. Bruins have led it pretty well all the way. It was 13-8 at the end of the first quarter, and at halftime, 28-16. And in between two defenders and the foul, and he went to the deck hard, and that's the fourth foul on the Rebels here in this quarter alone. And so the foul is charged to Kingston Words, and that is his third. So he's the first player in some kind of serious foul trouble. Brady Smith goes to the line. He has 13 on the night. And give him 14. Bruins have hit all three of their free throws. And getting set to check in is Raleigh Seals, and coming out is Davis Sane. And also about to come in is Wynn Crook once again. And he devours the net with that one to give him 15. And back to match the largest lead of the game, and also checking in is going to be Luke Grigsby, who was one of the starters for the Rebels. And USJ not in any kind of a press. They're just going to come back and play their regular half-court defense. Rebels take their time. Knocked away. Good defense on the part of Mills Terry. And let's see how Coach Pouvion plays it. He's communicating with his players on this possession very, very hard. Fall away is short. And here come the Bruins. Now they're picking up the tempo a bit. Screening for a three. A long one is there for Brady Smith, and for Brady tonight, that is 4. He has 18. He's the game leader. And we're halfway through this third quarter. Biggest lead yet for the Bruins at 38-20. Again, working, they're really forcing them. They cannot get a lot of penetration into the paint. And that's been a tough part of the game all night long for this Rebel group. And let's see who he's going to give it to. It's going to go back to the Rebels. In the game tonight, the Rebels have connected on 8 out of 20 for 40%. It's not a bad percentage for high school teams. But they haven't been able to get it in flurries, not an 8-10 point run. And that's been one of the things that has kept the Bruins clearly in command in this game. With this 6-possession lead that they have, and we're getting close to the 3-minute mark. Very, very fast third quarter. And inside, trying to get his physical presence, and he cannot get it to drop. The follow does not go as well for Words. Quick, that was almost like a trampoline the way that Wallace Driver was moving down the court. So once again, this is a low-scoring quarter compared to what we've had so far tonight. And that time he got the friendly drop. Demetric Words with 7. So they've narrowed it down to 16, but it was a 12-point halftime lead, so the Bruins still have the edge here in this third quarter. And again, now they're getting more into the patient mode, just trying to ease some more time off that clock and see if they can wear out the Rebels defensively. Going for the bomb. Nope, that one was short. And good, quick hands to snag that one back for the Bruins. Excellent head fake, and that was what caromed that in beautifully for Wynn Crook. That's his 4th point, and it's back to the 18-point margin. Bruins has just played a workmanlike game tonight. Going for the 3. In and out. They have just had a rough time of it from behind the arc. They are 1 out of 8 so far tonight in long-distance shooting. Getting set to check back in for the Bruins is Mills Terry. Open for the 3. Short. They get another opportunity at it. Sort of skyjacking between 2 defenders. Same thing at the opposite end, and that is going to send Eli Ramsey to the free throw line for 2. Foul is charged to Raleigh Seals. That's his first. That's only the 2nd foul of the half on the Bruins. So Ramsey goes to the line for 2. He's their leader with 11 and misses the first of 2. Demetric Words with 7 for Tipton Rosemark. Rebels seem to be just very, very confident tonight, very much in command of this contest. And they've extended this lead in the 3rd quarter. Checking back in is one of the starters, Luke Grigsby, and he's going to come pick them up. Boy, Grigsby is very fast on defense. And there goes Terry. Inside, decides to take it himself, and it goes just too far right. Big bomb. Nope. He really didn't have a good look at that, but the follow is there. Eli Ramsey, who has been Mr. Offense for TRA. And so they've cut it back to 15, and that was tipped away by Demetric Words. So with 49 seconds left, Bruins have an opportunity still to extend the lead again. I don't know if Coach Jones is going to play it for the last shot, and obviously he did not. And the rebound coming to Nick Spullen. And they're quickly down the floor. They've got to get a sense of urgency about this because it's going to be, with 8-minute quarters, it is hard to make a comeback of this monument when you get into the 4th quarter. But now they are simply settling back into their pattern offense. And the foul, that's going to send it back underneath. All right. And so they charge the offensive foul on Dylan Butler. So that's the 4th turnover of the game for the Rebels. They got to hurry now. And in between 2 defenders, that was blocked. They're going to kick it to the outside for the 3, just as the clock is about to expire. And Raleigh Seals now has 5, and Bruins are up by 18 going into the 4th quarter, 43-25 after a 15-9 edge in the 3rd period. We got 8 more minutes to go, and we'll be back with that right after this timeout.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Bruins are now 15 of 33 from the field. That's 46%. That's a good percentage for high school. You look to be about 40 to 45%, particularly without a shot clock, because you're not going to get as many opportunities. And then for TRA, they have managed to nail home 10 field goals in 27 attempts, and that is 37% for them. Turnovers, not a big factor in this game tonight. Tipton Rosemark has committed 4, and USJ only 1. That is solid across the board. That's just clean basketball completely. Rebels will have the first possession. It's going to take a dynamic comeback to be able to get back into this one and have a chance to send it to overtime or win. And they got to play with a sense of urgency. You're not going to be able to take 30 seconds on a possession to make that kind of run. Big three. That was perfect. You could almost see it from the minute it left his hands. And Kingston Words with his first 3 of the contest. On the other hand, you don't expect, unless they get a good, clean, open look, that the Bruins are going to be in any big hurry. That was a clean open look, and it just went off the mark, and Grigsby high for the rebound. And Grigsby goes against a bunch of defenders. And look at that, there are 8. They look like an octopus. 8 hands there underneath. Oh, my goodness. That was excuse me type of collision, trying to go for the steal. And the foul is charged. And it looks like that was on Davis Sane. He thought he had a clear path to steal that one, and he just collided into the ball handler. We've already lost a minute in this fourth quarter, and it is crowded underneath, but softly putting it up. Demetric Words with 9 now, and they've sliced it down to 13. And Coach Pruvion trying to get a lot of enthusiasm from the crowd because they've knocked 5 points off that lead. And pumping up. That one's too strong. Give it back to USJ with 6:31 remaining. Brady Smith, the leader for them, with 18. Nobody else in double figures. The jumper. It just will not fall. The follow is not there. A third opportunity doesn't drop, but that is going to send Mills Terry to the free throw line. Nix Fullen is charged with that foul. If you're trying to keep your own stats at home, they had 3 shots at the basket, but you don't count the one on which they were fouled. So it's only 2 official shots. People get confused about that sometimes. They don't punish you for that. It's like a sacrifice in baseball where you're not charged at a time at bat if you advance the runner. Terry misses them both, and the rebound again to Ramsey. That is his 7th rebound of the game. They work the perimeter, and the big bomb. That would have been huge if that had fallen, but the offensive rebound back down by Words. He's in double figures with 11, and Coach Jones wants to take time out because they have powered the first 7 points of this fourth quarter, and it's an 11-point game. Bruins still on top, 43-32, back after this timeout. Well, we've finally seen a flurry for the first time tonight for the Rebels. They were down 43-25 as we entered this fourth quarter, and all of a sudden they have become awakened like an alarm clock has gone off. 7 unanswered points to close the gap to 11. And the Bruins decided to take time out. Coach Jones said, we got to stop this thing for a minute before this gets out of hand. And they were getting the student body into it, and a lot of their parents who were here. I want to say a big shout out to the parents and family members of our Bruins who have made the trip here to Millington. Sure good to see so many of them here tonight. Under 6 minutes to go. Bruins still with a solid 4-possession lead. Now let's see how this is going to develop. They work one-on-one. They've taken off about 25 seconds on this possession. And he's going to back it back out and skate a little more time off. Bruins just trying to be very patient with it. And the jumper. That one was short. I could see the arc was just not strong enough. And that's an over and back. You can't do that. Now, if the ball had bounded all the way back, then it would have not been an over and back if it had not been touched by an offensive player. So, they got a chance to get this thing down to single digits now, which they haven't seen since the second quarter. 5 minutes remaining. And the foul after the shot. And that's going to send Words to the line for 2. And that's on Wallace Driver, his second. So once again, as the Bruins have not been able to score in the first 3 minutes of this fourth quarter. And that one hurt for the TRA fans here because they were looking for him to deliver both of them. Kingston with another one. That was what I call the morgue sound here in the place because it got just absolutely, totally quiet. 43-33. But they've knocked off 8 points off this lead and traveling. That is the third turnover for the Bruins here in. They have given it up again. That has got some anger being shown by some of the USJ faithful that is here. And this is a significant rally on the part of TRA. They're in that 2-3 zone now, trying to clog up the opportunity to get deeply underneath. And there he goes working on the inside. Grigsby has it blocked, but it's a foul. An over-the-back foul. And that one is charged to Mills Terry. That's his first. But once again, this thing could be an 8-point game if Grigsby delivers, if Ramsey delivers. He is 3 of 4 from the line tonight. And Ramsey, their leading scorer, and he misses the first one. That's such a heartache for a team trying to make this kind of rally. 18 down, and they've closed it to within 10. And still, 3:39 has gone by in this fourth quarter, and the Bruins have not been able to score. All right, he gets the second of 2, and we do have a single-digit lead now. They've knocked half the lead off in less than half of the fourth quarter. I wouldn't say at this point it's panic time for the Bruin fans. I just say, they just got to settle it down and play their game. The shots just have not been dropping in this fourth quarter. He had to hurry to get that one away. We're under 4 minutes now. They've taken 25 seconds off in this possession. Here's Terry. Working one-on-one against Ramsey. Now down to 3.5. They're not going to go for a 3 that far outside. They've now taken 50 seconds off the clock in this possession. So if nothing else, they have cut the time that this Rebels team has a chance to make a comeback, and they move it back outside again. They've taken more than a full minute off, and drawing the foul is Driver. Well, that was outstanding ball control. It's not a shooting foul, so they'll keep it underneath. But they have taken 1 minute and 8 seconds off the clock in this possession, and so that is Those are precious seconds for this. Okay, they say it was a shot. This is going to be a 1-and-1 for Wallace Driver. They say that it was a foul, not a court violation. And misses the front end of the 1-and-1. But as I say, they knocked off 1:08 off the clock. And they still lead by 9. And there you go, just taking it away. And you got them up off the bench now. The foul is charged to Kingston Words, and that is his 4th. And that sends Driver to the free throw line. They have yet to score, and 5 minutes and 7 seconds have expired in this fourth quarter. And again, in and out. They can't buy anything in this final period. Again, a sense of urgency here. The jumper, in and out. And he was almost pushed out of bounds. All right, the Bruins again. They're going to try everything they can to just work time off the clock. This has been more of a ball control half, and Fallaway finally goes through the first basket with 2:20 to go. That's the first basket here in this fourth quarter, but it came at a very opportune time because it's back to a 4-possession lead. But a foul at the opposite end. That is on Wallace Driver, his 3rd. That's also the 8th team foul of the half. And timeout is called. Bruins still ahead by 11, 45-34. We'll see what the final outcome is after this timeout.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Well, as I say, this has been a ball control quarter for the Bruins. They've only made one basket. It came at a very opportune time on the last possession, but they just haven't been able to get anything to drop with any degree of proficiency, and yet they've been able to take on 2 possessions about 1:40 off the clock. That has throttled the opportunity for the Rebels to make a comeback. Words playing with 4 fouls. Puts one up from the corner, and let's see if that's a 3-shot foul. Foul is charged to Davis Sane. Now let's see if they're going to give him 2 or 3. Words is 1 of 2 from the line. It looks as though the official is signaling 2 shots. He got the first one. Coming in now is Grigsby for TRA and Driver for USJ. Words taking a lot of time at the line. Gets them both. So it's back to a 3-possession game, and they're going to the press. And USJ manages to navigate it nicely. And the foul, and the TRA fans are very happy about that because they called an offensive foul against Mills Terry. The issue is, though, only 1:55 to go. They're going to have to get at least a couple of threes here, and they go for one. It's short because they're in desperation mode at this stage of the game. Underneath, nobody to challenge whatsoever, and Stone Cipher probably sealed it with that one. They cannot take 20 seconds on a possession. You got to get up a shot at least 12 to 15 seconds into it. And a steal. That was huge. So the Bruins are going to take this one home, but it was not without a struggle here in the fourth quarter, and a reach-in foul will be charged to Ramsey. And so they're going to bring everybody back on defense. It is going to be oh my goodness, we got a cramp here. I'm almost sure that's what it is. I don't think it's any serious injury, but that was Demetric Words who went down. And they're trying to stretch him out a bit. And let's see how they try to navigate that. We've seen that happen so many times lately. In fact, we saw it Friday night, and we are seeing it again tonight. We saw it last night in the middle school game, and cramps are just one of those things. They're unpredictable when they happen, and it is just those things are painful. Sometimes you get one just trying to get up out of an easy chair, and you just feel like I can't hardly move. And not only that, it just stings. Tell you what, let's take a quick 30-second break, and we'll come back for the final 69 seconds after this timeout.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way, peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Demetric Word slowly making his way back to the bench. And listen, I've had those things before, and you suddenly develop a cramp, and it is, you just wish anything else, you just wish everything else would go away, including the cramp itself. And he's over there by the basketball rack trying to work it out. And going to the line for two is Brady Smith. Brady with 18 tonight. This one is in the books, but this is going to add a little icing to it. 48-36. Bruins have led it all the way. And Brady with 20. I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to be our player of the game for the BallGame Blitz Sports Network at the end of our telecast. Going for the big bomb three and connecting. Eli Ramsey, who has had himself a solid night with 18 points. It's a full timeout. Let's take another 30-second break, and we'll be back to wrap this one up.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
We got a minute left here from Tipton Rosemark Academy, and the Bruins are going to take this one home. It's 49-39 with 60 seconds left. And I think one of the keys to this one was in this fourth quarter, even though the Bruins have only scored 6 points, was 2 possessions. And that was when they skated in one instance 50 seconds off the clock, and another one a minute and 8 seconds. But they, even though they didn't score, they really shaved off the time that this TRAA team had to be able to make a rally. And they're again working it way on the outside. They don't have to score. You're not in a shot clock, so they don't have to put one up. And the foul. That's going to be Nick Fullen's second. And it will send Stonecipher to the free throw line. .2 seconds remaining. Except for their lack of scoring in this quarter, it has been a solid four-quarter effort on the part of the Bruins. They've done everything they needed to do to extend the lead more and more with each quarter. And we said first one to 50 virtually wins every time in high school basketball unless it is a tight one. And the Bruins are there at 51-39. Big bomb is off the mark once again. And Coach Jones is telling them to spread it out. They're going to use their typical inbounds play that they would do if they were coming in underneath their own goal. And they've spread it out quite well. They have everybody wide open, but they're not going to put one up. They don't need to, and the foul. And really, at this stage of the game, the foul fest doesn't help you do anything but extend the lead. And taking the lane is Davis Sane, 6 points on the night. And the senior has it to carry him off. And timeout call once again. We'll just keep it right here with 24.2 seconds remaining. 51-39. The Bruins were on top 13-8. It was a relatively even first quarter. But then that second quarter, they did a 15-8 run and had a 12-point lead going to the locker room. And then it was a 15-9 edge. They were up 18, which was their largest lead. They had it three different times in the third quarter. And then you had a slow rally on the part of TRA to knock this thing down to 9 points. But it's a testimony to this Bruins team that they did not panic, even though they didn't score for the first 3 minutes of this fourth quarter. And now just to try to add some more into the stats is Davis Steen. Short. But there's just not enough time or possessions available to the Rebels. And that's going to be a foul charge to Stonecipher. And checking back in is going to be Luke Grigsby for the Rebels. Coming out is Sam Cannon. So they got Dylan Butler on the line. In and out. They get the offensive board. We're down to the final 10 seconds. Fans wanted a walking violation, but they aren't going to get it. And so we're going to the free throw line a lot in this final minute. I'll say it for this Bruins team, they're not giving up. That'll be a two-shot opportunity for Luke Grigsby. And way left. Grigsby had his single basket in the game in the first half. And delivers the second of two. 51-40, and with 5.8 seconds remaining. And you may wonder, why is the coach taking another timeout here when there's only 5 seconds left and you've got an 11-point deficit? Primarily because he's trying to coach these guys what to do in a situation if, say, the game was only a 2-point deficit and you were desperately trying to get a steal. That is the key thing. And so I know it frustrates sometimes fans when it seems as though they're just extending a game that is going to be a loss. But I've talked to many coaches about that, and they simply say, look, we're trying to teach them things about situational basketball and how to handle a specific situation, namely, okay, instead of being 11 down, what if we were 2 down and we were trying to get a steal here with less than 6 seconds remaining? So there's a reason for that timeout. So they check back in, and we'll see what happens. And they're in that stack formation once again. And they get it on the inside, and that's going to probably be it. And, in fact, it is, as they get it across midcourt. And the Bruins lead it wire to wire and win it 51-40. They were outscored 15-8 in that final quarter, but they did some things in possessions where they didn't score, namely skated nearly 2 minutes off the clock in the fourth quarter to give them an opportunity to salt this one away. Well, before we wind it up here from Millington, Tennessee, let me give you the scoring totals. For TRA, and I'm trying to get a quick tabulation on this, it was 18 points for Eli Ramsey. He had 2 3-pointers, and then Demetric Words added 11. So they were the 2 guns in double figures. For the Bruins, it was a big night for Brady Smith with 20 points, and he hit all 4 of his free throws and 4 3-pointers. So Brady had himself a colossal evening. Davis Sane added 6. Raleigh Seals with 5. 6 for Owen Stonecipher. Wallace Driver had a couple of 3-pointers to give him 6, and Wen Crook ended up with 4. And so as I count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different Bruins ended up on the scoring ledger for USJ tonight. But with his complete domination of the inside of this game, and with 20 points, and he added 7 rebounds on the night, and he had a couple of steals as well, or at least knockaways. Our BallGame Blitz Sports Network player of the game is Brady Smith. And our great congratulations to him. 11 points in the first half and 9 in the second half, 4 3-pointers. And we give him the award tonight. Well, it's been a good night. It was an easy one for the Lady Bruins as they won 74-7 against the clearly outmanned and inexperienced TRA Lady Rebels, but it was a much more competitive game here, and particularly in the fourth quarter between USJ and TRA, but the Bruins never trailed and end up winning this one by 11, 51-40. So, tonight, we'll tell you the people who made this telecast possible. Our telecast, always the executive producer of Worthy Road Sports, is Paul Schultze. This game was produced and directed by Stephanie Janda, and manning cameras tonight was the incomparable Paul Schultze, and I'm your play-by-play announcer, Steve Beverly. It's been fun to be with you again tonight. We'll be back with some middle school action on Thursday right here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. And so until then, this is Steve Beverly saying thanks for being with us, and so long from Middleton, Tennessee.